going to be calling this YouTube prep series Leveling Up.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over,
I'm actually finally going to announce what I'm doing in America for the next 4 weeks.
be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest day. The summer's calling.
Hard traveling by yourself. I'm so content with whatever happens this weekend. It's show day, the final show, the final last chance to get these points. Like, it's weird, like it's so weird. Also, wait, before we even start the vlog, look at my makeup. I did this myself. I'm actually really happy with this. Don't know if you can see that. Apparently I'm an expert makeup artist now. Just need to do my lipstick obviously, but apart from that, we all good. So this morning I feel really good. Like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to just go out there, give it my all. We've done all we can. I'm excited. Like, this is the kind of realization I kind of had yesterday was I have not felt this good, body and mind at the same time, since winning my pro card. Like, there's always been some sort of doubt or some sort of I'm not happy with that, or like being hard on myself. But I'm looking at my check-in photos and I'm just like, I'm so happy with what we've brought. I'm happy with how my makeup is. Obviously gonna do my hair in a minute, but I'm just happy and I'm content. And this is the exact same feeling I had when I won my pro card. I was content with my body. I was really happy with where we were at. I haven't kind of felt that way since, because I've always been, because it's been jumping straight into the pro league, I've been like even harder on myself, like this needs to be better, this needs to be better. But it's the first time for over a year that I've been like, I'm really fucking happy and really proud of what I'm taking up on stage. I am proud and happy of what I take up every time, but I always have little critiques in the back of my mind. But this time, I'm not saying I'm perfect this time, like nowhere in hell am I saying that, but I'm saying I'm content and I'm happy. Like physically, mind-wise, body-wise, everything. Like, I'm so happy. So all we can do is go out there, bring our best, know your own ability, and believe that I am good enough to be here. So, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm excited, I'm ready to bring it, and I'll see you guys on stage. Like,
another block.
how many?
Oh my god, this
Do
one looks really good.
this
though.
one looks good.
Oh my
That
god,
one's cookies.
you guys, I have a feeling this is gonna be the best one.
Okay, what is that? Cinnamon or?
Cinnamon and apple. Apple, guys. Is this just chocolate chip?
Yeah, you're like, I want the plainest one possible. You've got. We have the exact same. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow!
Treats, thank you.
Look at that!
You're welcome.
Wow. She bought, I mean, this is all the ones she bought. I'm gonna go microwave these because there's a microwave next door. Us girls are on a mission right now. We're stomping our ways in the microwave to heat up these cookies. Right. I can't even open them, like what?
I don't know. This one's easy to open. Look at this. This is like a Pop-Tart one right here. Oh, use your teeth. Use your teeth. This one's gooey as hell.
Just look at that. I can't wait to open that up. There you go.
Yeah.
Get it open.
There's a full Reese's in here.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh yeah.
Are they done?
I think so.
Oh my god, it's gooey now.
Giant salt packets.
Oh my
They
god.
have them in here.
Oh wow, I want to open this one up. Let's try this.
That makes it.
Doesn't it? Oh my god. Jeez. Wow.
That's corn right there. That is full dough.
Wow.
It looks so good.
This one. Try that one.
That one
Really
right
good.
there. Do you like
And these are stacked. Is it stacked and fat and weird?
Oh wait. What is that?
Oh my god. Wow.
What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, it tastes like alcohol. Cookies. I went crazy.
Wow.
This
That's
one right
right.
here is
Straight
yummy.
up dough.
Do you like?
So, this is the video that obviously I'm going to explain what happened at the Tampa Pro and everything like that. So, and you'll probably already know from if you follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, but I will give you a full-on update. So the Tampa Pro was on Saturday the 3rd of August and it was the last show of the year for the Olympia cut-off points. So how everything works, to get an invite to the Olympia for 2019 for bikini, you have to qualify in the top 20 of the points list, and top 5 of the Olympia from the previous year get re-invited back. So there are a total of 25 girls going to the Olympia for 2019, and this show, the Tampa Pro, was the last cut-off point. So they have a cut-off point from when you can kind of gain points until. So you can gain points from the 4th of August 2018 all the way to the 4th of August 2019. So the amount of points you get within that time all goes towards 2019 invite to the Olympia. So this show, the Tampa Pro, was the last show of all categories, not just bikini, to get points for the Olympia or to qualify for the Olympia. In this competition, I needed to place top 5 to secure my place because I needed a total of 3 points to get into the top 20. So I was 22nd and I had 21 points. 20th person on the list had 23 points. So I needed to get 24 points to qualify for the Olympia. If I was to get 5th place in the Tampa Pro, I would have qualified because that was a tier 2 show and that would have given me a total of 5 points. So in the Tampa Pro, I placed 8th place, which is an amazing result considering this show was the biggest pro show of the year. People are trying to get points left, right and centre at this show, and there was a total of, I think, like 41 girls at this show. So like, it was a big show, and like I said this before in my previous video, I was so honoured to be a part of the Tampa Pro because it was such a big show. But I will completely, like I'm always totally open and honest, I am absolutely gutted because I'm not going to the Olympia. So my whole journey of this year was to get an invite to 2019 Olympia, and I did not achieve that. So for me, that makes me sad. That makes me really disappointed in myself and upset because I worked so hard to get there, to try and get there. But with saying that, it wasn't a wasted journey. We've achieved so much within this journey. We've done so much. We've traveled so much. We've made new friends. We've learned so much. Like, this whole journey wasn't a waste. Like, straight away I thought when I didn't get that invite, this whole journey was an absolute waste of time. All of those shows were a waste of time, and I'm not good enough to be at the Olympia stage. Straight away what entered my mind, because I'm very hard on myself. Like, when I don't achieve something, I instantly think, okay, Phoebe, how can you get better? I'm very much a tough love type person. So straight away, that was my thoughts. And I quickly came out of those thoughts because I was like, no, everything you've achieved this year is absolutely incredible. And I'm so proud of myself for doing everything I could to get that invite this year. So yeah, at first I was disappointed because of course you're going to be disappointed with something that you want to achieve that you didn't achieve. But it doesn't take away from the fact of who I am. The Olympia doesn't define who I am. Bodybuilding doesn't define who I am. It makes me into a stronger person. And this situation that I'm in right now is making me a stronger person. The fact that I didn't get this invite is making me a stronger person. It sucks, yes, because I would have loved to have gone to the Olympia and competed on that stage. But I'm proud that I fought. I'm really so proud that I fought and I did everything I could. And I even now, I'm currently 5 days post show, and usually I feel lost. When I don't have a plan in place and I'm not sure when my next show is, I usually feel lost. And I have not felt that whatsoever at all. And that shows me that I know that I'm totally content with what I've done this season, and I'm proud. Usually I would feel I could have done more. Let's do more shows. Let's do this. Let's do that. But I feel content and I'm ready to stop. So I didn't achieve my 2019 goal, but that doesn't mean the journey stops there. Everything happens for a reason, and I know somewhere in the universe, for some reason, this is teaching me a big lesson, and I'm gonna learn a lot from this. So yes, those are the updates for kind of the Tampa Pro and how that went down. I had such an amazing time overall. I spent time with friends that I haven't seen for ages. I've made new friends that I've looked up to in the industry for years. I can now call them my friends. Like, for me, competing is so much more than placing and so much more than actually competing itself. It's a journey. It carries on, it keeps going, and like, my journey now is continuing and keeping on going to improve within this sport. The more I do this sport, honestly, the more I fall in love with it. Like, it's mad. The more I want to improve in it, the more I want to get better within the industry. And for me right now, obviously you guys are going to want to know what I'm doing now. So this is my plan at the moment, is me and Adam have decided to take a off season. So usually last year I carried on after the Olympia point system to get ready for obviously next year. But because the point system has changed, so, you know, I was just saying about you need to be in the top 20. And even if you win a bikini show that you don't qualify, they have now changed that. So 2017, if you won a bikini pro show, you got an invite to the Olympia. So that is something they are bringing back into how you can get qualified, because it is very difficult, the point system. The way they've changed it now is if you win, you go to the Olympia. But they have got different systems and different tiers of how it works. So now they have only a tier 1 and tier 2 shows, whereas before they had tier 1, 2, 3 and 4. I think they're having the same amount of shows. If you want to know more information, obviously I will leave a link in the description box below, giving you more information about the new Olympia qualification and how you can get qualified. But now it is a case of if you win, you go to the Olympia. So, which for me is kind of a little bit frustrating because I did win a show this year. So for me, I'm like, damn. But what me and Adam are thinking is we need time off, we need to rest, and we need to recover. We need to come back fresh, improved, so we can win a show. For me, I've won a show before and I can do it again. So for me, that's not me being cocky or stuck up, that's me knowing my own ability, and I know I can win a show, but to do that, I need to take time off. I need to rest, recover, and improve. And I also want to set an example of you can't just keep going and going and going and going, because eventually you will burn out. I've done 8 shows last year, 2018, and I've done 8 shows this year in 2019, but in such a small amount of space, a lot more smaller. So last year I started in May, finished in December. This year I've started in May and finished in, like, done 8 shows by August. So that's a lot, and I need time to recover from that. And I want to set an example to you guys, to any new people competing, that to know that you need time off and it's okay to take time off. So those are my current plans at the moment. We are hopefully going to be taking off a good 6 months to train, to improve. We're going to build, obviously. We don't need to build a massive amount. We just need to maintain what we have at the moment, but come back fresh, come back rested, and come back improved. So I'm really, honestly, I'm not a fan of not knowing when my next show is. So you know, I was saying that I usually feel quite lost after I finish my season. I actually feel so content and ready to start this off season, and I feel good about it. So I'm really excited to go ahead and start an improvement season, especially with Adam, because I've never had an improvement season with him. So for me, that's really exciting, and I'm really excited to do that. But yeah, like, I'm honestly so proud of myself for what I've achieved this season, and I am excited for what's next. If I'm honest, I can now focus on other aspects of my life, like my relationship with Max. We can go out and do things together. I can improve on my training, my business, my brand, everything. I can now grow, and I can also have a summer. So in England, obviously summer starts from like July till like September, October, and I'm always prepping throughout that. So like for like the last 3 years, I've been prepping throughout summer. So now obviously it's the beginning of August, I now can have a summer for like once. So for me, I'm looking at the positives, and yes, I am gutted that I did not get an invite, and yes, there is also a part of me that wants to carry on and compete. And I had a conversation with Adam for about an hour on the phone when we were in Tampa, and I was expecting him to think, no, carry on, let's keep going, let's try and do a few more shows to prepare for next year. But he said, Phoebe, I know your ability. You can win a show, but you need to come back fresh. So you either take time off now, or you do another show and have a very short amount of time off, which I don't want you to do. So for me, I listened to him, and we decided together that it was better for us to have an off season. So I am buzzing, if I'm honest, and I've already had so many goodies and so many treats, and I've already filmed so many fun things of what I've eaten for the future vlogs. And yeah, I'm excited, I'm buzzing, and I hope I've done you guys proud, and I've given you some lessons from this video and from my situation and from my experiences. You not achieving your goals of 2019 is okay, because there's a lesson within it. There's more than just the goal that you wanted to get. There's a lesson within that journey. So always look at it that way. Don't think, okay, I didn't achieve it, I'm worthless, because look at the journey you've just gone through. So always look at it in a positive way. Try and pick up the positives in a situation like this. This is gonna be a really, really long ass video again. I'm really sorry, but I love explaining and giving you guys my full thoughts, my full journey. And for me, it's nice to look back on these videos when I'm older and think, Phoebe, you have gotten stronger, you've gotten better, and yeah, I'm proud of myself. So thank you guys so much for watching, and this will be the last episode of Leveling Up competing series. So I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching and being here along with my journey. Like, honestly, it means the world, you just being here and watching and supporting. So do not worry though, because I already had messages saying, please Phoebe, do not disappear from YouTube, because we don't want you to stop videos. So I will, don't you worry, I will not be stopping videos whatsoever. I'm going to be doing so many more things. I'm going to be showing you my whole journey of post-show and how I'm reversing, what I'm getting up to, all of that type of thing, and some fun videos to do with food, obviously, because I love food. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, because it really helps support my channel. And I love you guys so much again, and I will see you soon.